Episode 8 begins with Hae Kang carrying 10 billion won to Mr. Sun in the hope of saving Jeong Man. On the way, however, memories of President Seo's family being wiped out begin haunting him. He realizes Chung Won is capable of eliminating anyone who gets in his way, including Hae Kang's fake family. Instead of following through with the original plan, Hae Kang changes course and visits Jeong Man in the hospital. Meanwhile, Gunam City's facility manager contacts Chung Won and tells him that Hae Kang has successfully delivered the money. Rather than questioning him, Chung Won praises Hae Kang's ability to understand the bigger picture. He becomes even more convinced that Hae Kang can become a valuable part of his operation. Hae Kang later meets Chung Won face-to-face and demands 10 billion won as payment for everything he has done. Surprisingly, Chung Won immediately agrees, making it seem as though Hae Kang has finally earned his trust. When Hae Kang returns home, he is alarmed to find the apartment empty. For a brief moment, he fears his fake family has become Chung Won's latest victims. Instead, they suddenly appear and surprise him with a birthday celebration. The unexpected moment reminds Hae Kang that the people who began as part of a fake arrangement have slowly become a real family in his eyes. The following day, a resident notices two elderly women entering the apartment sauna using someone else's resident access card. Since neither woman actually lives in the complex, management immediately posts a community notice warning residents about unauthorized use of the facilities. Around the same time, Chung Won invites Hae Kang, Jeong, and Mr. Choi to a meal. During the gathering, Chung Won openly rewards all three with equal bribes. Both Mr. Choi and Jeong are surprised to see Hae Kang sitting among Chung Won's trusted people, and Jeong quietly urges him to stop getting involved before it is too late. On the way home, Mr. Choi asks Jeong to continue helping with their illegal side business. Deeply worried, she later orders Hari to quit participating in the fake family arrangement altogether. That night, unable to sleep, she secretly checks the transaction ledger she has hidden inside her home. The book contains records of their corrupt dealings, and she fears both the dangerous work and Hari's safety are spiraling out of control. The apartment management office soon receives official complaints about residents abusing shared facilities. Many owners immediately push for installing a facial recognition system. Hae Kang and Ms. Jeong oppose the proposal, arguing that management should simply identify the people responsible rather than punish everyone. As they begin reviewing security camera footage, President Seo's former supporters grow increasingly frustrated with Hae Kang because he has not shared any of the financial benefits they expected. They begin looking for ways to undermine him and head to the management office, only to find Hae Kang already hard at work. During the investigation, an employee accidentally reveals that one of the offenders lives in a rental unit. The revelation immediately sparks online attacks against every tenant living in rental housing. One affected resident decides to move away, pays the outstanding sauna fees, and apologizes through Mr. Choi despite not representing the majority of the violations. Meanwhile, Ms. Jeong catches a group of young mothers whose children are drawing on a wall with washable crayons. She creates a scene over the incident, angering the mothers. Wanting revenge, they investigate Ms. Jeong's background and uncover a secret about her own living situation. During the residents' meeting, management reveals there were 108 cases of facility misuse. Only 4 involved rental units, while the overwhelming majority came from owner-occupied homes. The discussion takes an ugly turn when the representative of the young mothers announces that Ms. Jeong herself lives in government-managed rental housing. Since only apartment owners are allowed to attend the meeting, they demand that she leave immediately. Ms. Jeong refuses to stay silent. She passionately argues that people living in rental housing are still residents of the same community and deserve equal respect and treatment. Hae Kang immediately stands beside her. He publicly criticizes the representative for humiliating Ms. Jeong and demands that she apologize. Even the staff members in the management office are shocked by what has been revealed. After returning home, Ms. Jeong sits silently on her couch, emotionally exhausted by the humiliation she has suffered. Her son notices something is wrong and gently comforts her before leaving for school, creating one of the episode's most heartfelt moments. Elsewhere, Chung Won meets Song Woo-shik to discuss the Oman New Town project. He learns that the latest proposal includes increasing the number of rental units to improve the project's public image. Chung Won openly mocks the idea, making it clear that he views lower-income residents as little more than political tools. Later, Chung Won summons Hae Kang and expresses his anger over the growing debate surrounding rental housing. He orders Hae Kang to expose every rental unit inside the apartment complex and promises to pay the 10 billion won much sooner if he cooperates. Instead of obeying blindly, Hae Kang returns home and studies the apartment bylaws together with Ha-ri. The following day, he approaches Ms. Jeong with an entirely different idea. Rather than exposing tenants, he encourages her to run as the official representative of all rental residents. Ms. Jeong accepts the challenge. Her campaign quickly gains support, and she is elected president of the Tenants Association. Grateful for the opportunity, she thanks Hae Kang and tells him he feels like an angel sent to make the apartment a better place. Chung Won, however, is far from pleased because Hae Kang's actions directly interfere with his plans. At home, Ha-ri begins cleaning while Ha-jong is away. During the cleaning, she discovers the hidden transaction ledger. When Ha-jong returns, Ha-ri confronts her, finally learning that she has secretly documented all of Chung Won's corruption. The following day, Ha-jong tells Mr. Choi she wants out. When he refuses to let her leave, she reveals the existence of the ledger. She promises to destroy it only if Mr. Choi allows her to walk away safely. Mr. Choi immediately informs Chung Won, hoping he will show mercy. Instead, Chung Won becomes furious. Rather than allowing Ha-jong to leave, he decides she must be eliminated. The episode reaches its dramatic climax when Chung Won calls Hae Kang and tells him to drive to a specific location where he claims the promised 10 billion won is waiting. Later that night, Ha-jong is standing alone at a bus stop. Hae Kang is behind the wheel of a truck. Chung Won phones him and calmly gives his final order. Drive straight into Ha-jong. The instruction forces Hae Kang to make the biggest decision of the series. If he obeys, he secures Chung Won's trust and the money he has been promised. If he refuses, he openly declares himself an enemy of one of the most powerful men he has ever faced. Hae Kang chooses his conscience. Instead of carrying out the attack, he drives away from the bus stop and heads directly to Chung Won. Standing before him, Hae Kang rejects his orders and openly declares war. The ending completely changes the story. Up until now, Hae Kang has carefully balanced survival with quiet resistance, but by refusing to murder Ha-jong, he destroys any possibility of remaining inside Chung Won's organization. With Ha-jong's ledger still capable of exposing widespread corruption and Hae Kang now standing against Chung Won, the series enters its most dangerous chapter as the conflict becomes an all-out battle with no path back.